So it's getting ready to bring in this storm, and the trees are really starting to whip around here. And I just got back, so I'm thankful I was able to run errands while it was still sunny earlier, and it's drastically changing. And I can look over at the foothills over there, and you can barely see them because there's moisture falling over there, which has not reached us yet. But we're expecting rain and snow later on, all through the night. So it'll be interesting to see how much accumulates. And March and April are the snowiest months here. So anyway, I just thought I would talk about something real quick to clarify the night of watching. When the Jews were instructed by God to watch on the night of Passover after the Passover Seder, and that's why Jesus told the disciples to watch, because it was the night of watching for them to be rescued and taken out of Egypt, and in the future it was supposed to be the Messiah's redemption, and he was there and he was redeeming them. But what I wanted to say that I didn't say before is that even though Passover night is the night that, you have the Passover Seder and you go open the door to see if Elijah's there and you invite him in, it wasn't until 3 days and 3 nights later that the resurrection actually took place. So the night of watching may not be the night of going up to meet the Lord in the air or having the dead resurrected out of their graves. It may be 3 days and nights later on Nisan 17 when Jesus was resurrected, and those who were in their graves also came out of their graves and were seen by many in Jerusalem. So it's kind of a window of time of watching, and that was specifically the night that they were to expect God to appear suddenly and save them. So they were to keep this vigil through the night after the Passover Seder for all generations. And so I just wanted to clarify that in case there was any question in your mind. Just hoping and praying that it happens quickly and soon. I know all the signs are there. The signs with the red heifer and everything that's going on with the president and, the India Middle East corridor that's going to make Israel super wealthy in the last days. And that's going to be the focus with wealth and everything, and trying to bring the Sanhedrin, their whole job is to bring everybody under unity. So they'll be bringing all the religions into a one world religion, which is happening with some of these mega church televangelist people, people like the Daystar people, and people that are under the Faith Initiative or whatever it's called at the White House, and Paula White working towards that one world religion. And the Sanhedrin will bring that group of people there. They will eventually want their king that they appoint to be the world leader, to bring everybody into unity together under a king. So how that's all going to play out is still kind of mysterious, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But all of this is unfolding all at once at the same time, and you just can't deny that Jesus is coming soon. I'm seeing the trees really whipping over here. It's kind of rocking the car. So we just need to keep in mind that there's a window of time that these things took place at Passover, and to be vigilant throughout all of these events. So I guess I'm going to go in and, wait for the storm to come. anyway, I thought it was important to kind of clarify that there's kind of a window of time, and there was a specific day when the resurrection of the dead took place, which is Nisan 17. So they weren't resurrected the night of watching. That was the night that the Lord took the Jews, the Hebrews, out of Egypt. And so they were always supposed to keep vigil that night for all generations, because in the future, even their Talmud tells them that at some point the Messiah is going to redeem them at that time. So it's really interesting to see what happens, and with the red heifer ceremony potentially being on that Shabbat Para Aduma on, the evening of March 21st through the 22nd, sometime in there, if they do the ceremony this year, that will really stampede things. If they don't do it, then who knows how long it will be till next year, I would assume. But things are really propelling forward prophetically. So I just wanted to tell you this real quick, and I'm trying to prepare for whatever's going to happen in this storm. Okay, well, that's just an update, and I'll talk to you next time. See you later. Okay, it's getting really dark. I don't know if you can tell, it's lighter in the camera, but we're expecting a huge snowstorm and high wind, and it's starting to look really stormy and get windy. Now the trees are starting to sway. So I'm heading back to the hotel. Just trying to prepare a little bit before the snow flies. I think it's gonna rain first, but it's looking like rain clouds over here. So you can see how stormy the sky is getting all around. And it's only gonna get worse. You can look over here at this is the Rocky Mountain foothills, and you can see there's some snow or moisture happening up there already, but it's really windy. As you can see, my camera's moving all over the place. It is quite windy. So I'm gonna head in before I get blown away. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Pray for this storm not to be so severe.